If you're looking to buy a house, well, this new study shows that it's so bad that Americans are now actually being described as house poor.
Whether it's mortgage payments, rental payments, house poor means too much of their money is going towards their housing.
According to a new study done by Chamber of Commerce, almost 30% of Americans are considered house poor.
Basically,
Colin Zarnecki led the study and says having to spend a good amount of their income on their house is not the only reason why Americans are struggling to buy homes.
right now, obviously, higher interest rates can play a factor into what you can and can't afford. But really, when it comes to home ownership, you want to be a homeowner and not have the home own you.
A rough time for homeowners.
Well, it's the reality.
Patrick Groner, Greater Erie Board of Realtors president, says the pandemic was really the start of what is now the current state of the housing market.
As you saw with a lot of other things, I mean, there was a instantaneous spike in demand, and we didn't have the supply to match that spike, so prices went up. And really that's continued. The demand has come down a little bit, but the supply has been very, very short.
So with the supply of homes down and prices up, what are some of the things you can do to buy a home and not go bankrupt?
Buying a home, first of all, that that fits in your budget that you can afford, and keeping aside a savings account for emergencies like home repairs, maintenance, things like that.
Talk to a realtor, find out what you're approved for, what you're pre-approved for, and then have a very honest discussion about what you can afford to spend, what your expectations are. Get yourself as ready as you possibly can be to act on something if it comes up.
Something Groner also tells me is we're seeing a reduction in step-up buyers, those who would normally purchase a larger home or one with more land and then sell their existing home. It's not as likely they're going to do that because of 7% mortgage rates, economic concerns, and also a limited inventory. It's a problem that we'll continue to cover, whether it gets better or worse. Live in the studio, Philip Ward, Erie News Now.